Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Today's episode, powered by Hayabusa, is how to be a more adaptive fighter. All right, in today's episode, we're talking about 3 main points on how to be a more adaptive fighter. As we've seen with the UFC and a lot of fight organizations, many things can change, changes of opponents, and honestly, even as an amateur, a lot of times you show up to tournaments and you have no idea who you're fighting. You can fight someone experienced, inexperienced, tall, short, pressure fighter, an evasive fighter, a dynamic fighter, a simple, classic, technical fighter. You have no idea what you're fighting, so the ability to be adaptive becomes that important. Even as a professional, if you're fighting in the first round and all of a sudden your pressure fighting is not working, do you just lose the fight? No, the ability to adapt is so important when it comes to fighting, and it comes with experience. So I'm going to try to break it down quickly for you in 3 different areas. Now, the first one for me has to come with our movement, okay? So understanding movement also is an understanding of range. So for example, I need to be able to move. Whether Izzy is an evasive fighter and she's moving backwards and circling, I have to be able to move, have to control her. I'm going to have to learn how to ring control, track her forward and keep that distance. However, she might be a big power puncher. Maybe she rocked me. At this point, she surprised me, and now she's coming forward, and I have to have the ability to use a triangle step, maybe feints, hand pins to be able to evade, move. So the ability to move forward, circle and lateral, in and out, all becomes very important for the ability to adapt. If I'm winning in pressure fighting, I'm moving forward. If I'm having the better chances of fighting and moving on the outside, hitting and moving, I have to have the ability to do that. Now, even with Izzy here, I'm gonna maybe have to use the clinch. So I have to be able to move on the outside, stay long. I might have to fight in mid-range, or I might have to come in and clinch. I have to have an understanding of all 3 ranges, okay? So the 3 ranges has to be long as possible, hit and move, right? The second range I call head to head, just before clinching, hitting the body, and then my 3rd range will be the clinch, okay? So learn how to fight in each one, learn what type of combinations, and how to transition between each range is important, okay? That's step 1 to being adaptive. Now, step 2 is gonna be the way I attack, okay? So with the attacking, I need to understand, am I just gonna box or am I just gonna use my legs? There's a lot of times where you might go into a fighting thing, my hands are better than them, but all of a sudden you get surprised. Say all of a sudden she counters over and I get caught, boom. All of a sudden, I can't box anymore. So what's gonna happen? I have to have diversity in my striking. So now when Izzy's thinking she's gonna box with me, she comes in back, boom, I start chopping legs. She keeps coming, boom, I'm using my kicks on the outside. Or if anything, boom, I feint and I grab her hands and control range. So just because I went in the fight thinking my boxing was gonna win, I wasn't winning, so I had to have the ability to adapt. So I changed my strategy to use my kick fighting and entered safely to the clinch. Perfect way to adapt, all right? Now, the next step we're going to talk about is defense changes, all right? Now, it's going to sound crazy, but the ability to adapt also comes with defense. Now, if I'm here attacking and I'm only using a high guard and I'm stuck here, that may be restricting me. I can't box from this high guard position well. I could use my kicks, but my kicks aren't working. So what happens now is I might have to defend using some different punches and types of defense. So here now I'm using more head movement, evading style, being able to defend and attack. Okay, so I can go structured, boom, block. This not working, I might have to use head movement, parrying, evading, okay, to find different ways to attack. All right? So that's the main way I want you to think about the ability to adapt into these 3 different sections, okay? So quick little recap, you have to move, right? The ability to move forward and track somebody versus being evasive and move versus entering to the clinch all comes with your footwork. Learn to be a pressure fighter, learn to be evasive, learn to move in circles, circle and turn, all right? Then you have to change your striking, right? It's mixed martial arts, kickboxing. You gotta be able to use your legs as well as your boxing. Even better for me is putting them together. That creates diversity, but if you're not working the hands, you gotta use the legs. The legs aren't working, you gotta go back to the boxing. You gotta have the clinch. So this is where training and experience comes in. You might be a great pressure fighter, but there might be a time where someone's better than you. You can only get you so far right? So you have to have the ability to adapt. Last but not least, defensively. I can't just sit here with one form of defense. I have to be able to parry, move my head. It allows me to attack differently. It gives my opponent different looks. Allows me to feint differently, okay? So using different types of defense will allow you to counter differently and make you more successful. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you keep liking and subscribing to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA, and make sure you support the channel by supporting our sponsors. First, we have Hayabusa. By going to Hayabusa Fight, check out their T3 boxing gloves, my personal favorite with that double wrist strap and the knuckle protection, and the T3 shin guards, as well as my favorite with that side extra protection. All right, then we have Perfect Sports Nutrition. If you use code Bazooka20, you get 20% off your supplements. I daily take my branched chain amino acid, my proteins, and the altered state pre-workout for you to check out, all linked below. Last but not least, we have bazookatraining.com, online curriculum taught by me, and every single Monday you get 4 brand new videos with an archive library of over 300 videos, and the videos are in different categories. We have bag work, home workouts, sparring drills, tutorials, all for you to learn for less than $10 a month. So get on, learn high-level striking from me. All right, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Welcome to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA online training. I'm Bazooka Joe Valtellini, the owner here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Over the past year, I've designed and created a website to teach Bazooka curriculum at home and across the world. The purpose of this website is for you to, 1, hit your fitness and health goals, all while learning world-class martial arts instruction from me. The beautiful thing about this website, it's geared for all levels. So if you're learning martial arts for the first time as a beginner, we help you progress into the bigger stages. And if you're a pro fighter, guess what? We have different fight concepts for you to improve your tool set and your skills in the ring or cage. As the fastest rising kickboxing world champion and a lifelong martial artist with over 30 years of experience, I've been able to combine my passion for martial arts and teaching to create this website. This website's going to give you some of the tricks, secrets, and inside look at some of the training I use to win my world title. Once you subscribe to this site, you're going to be getting weekly training videos and tutorials that you can do from anywhere. The sections are broken up into 3 parts. The first is bag workout. So if you have a bag at home or at your gym, you can use these workouts to supplement your training. The second is at-home workouts. A lot of us don't have the room for a bag or a bag in general, so these workouts are for no equipment needed and you can do them anywhere. And finally, the tutorial section. If you're having any problems with a specific technique or fight concept that's covered in any of the workouts, go to the tutorial section, learn the technique, and then go back to the workout, and this time, do it with proper technique. One of the added benefits once you subscribe is the forums section, where you can get a more personalized experience where you can ask questions and I'll be able to go in there and answer them. It's all about building a team and a community of martial artists helping each other grow. So subscribe now to get access to all the videos plus more so you can be part of the squad here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.